let's continue investigating the national curriculum for English language teaching in the context of Pakistan. And we'll now see this is an introductory module where we're going to look at some of the contents, main features of this curriculum. And of course, some chunks from this curriculum for you to think and see the main emphasis, the main focus of this document actually in terms of teaching language, English language from grade 1 to 12 in the public and private schools from grade 1 to 12. So that's the introduction one, where we're going to see how the Pakistani national curriculum actually emerged in the backdrop of some of the measures taken, and we had curriculum in 2002 as well, but that was revised, and this is what we've got in 2006, right? This curriculum has been, although it came into being in 2006, but it more or less became operational in 2010 because of the controversies or the complexities involved in producing relevant textbooks, right? This one, as compared to the 2002 document, this one appears to be more comprehensive because it lays emphasis on enhancing students' skills in 4 areas of language learning. I mean to say speaking, listening, reading, and writing, right? Although some of the textbooks even now are based on the curriculum of 2002, but things are changing, and most of the textbooks are based on this document of 2002, right? What's the rationale then given in this document? How this one starts? If you Google out this document, you will see that this starts with, streamlining the significance of learning English language in the context of Pakistan. So I've got this one for you here, and I would just like to dwell on this one. It's worth reading here because it will inform us about, the approach or the goals undertaken in that document. Well, in the current scenario, English is the language of international communication. Well, higher learning and better career options. So that's the emphasis here, is the higher learning. I mean, the key to success in higher academic careers is English, and better career options. If you want to have some professional life in this competitive world, you must need to learn English as a language, right? It should reach the masses so that there is no discrimination amongst the rich and the poor. So might be implicit, the idea implicit here might be that's just to ameliorate English language for the poor, and because primarily it might be the notion that there are a number of private schools in Pakistan nowadays which are catering English medium education to the students, and the poor might not afford to attend those schools. And on the other hand, the rich have got, for example, Beacon House, we've got Lahore Grammar School, and some more, right? So this is just to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, and that's why this has been done. This curriculum has been done to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. Like I said before, to ameliorate English as language, right? The question needs to be considered: is there any attempt made to examine patterns of use of English in this document? This is important to examine, and you as readers, as students, you could critically think what means by higher learning, what means by career options. I mean, don't you think that the learners have been typified instead of individualized? I mean, they are seen as collective, homogeneous group where they have, similar needs, right? So the whole notion here is this. If you look at critically, I mean, some of the texts discourse of this, document, that an ad hoc approach is been taken, because this, if you look at some more text, like to promote academic and employment language needs for learners who wish to pursue their higher studies, who might terminate studies after grade 12. So this is considered that English is key for success. If you know English, you can be successful in your personal, in your social, and in your professional or in your academic lives. So overall, that's the introductory session where we have seen some of the main emphasis of this document is just to see language teaching as necessity, as a global language, as a language of success.